Hey lads. So many of us have been in a position where a person that we really love and care about, somebody close to us, is making unwelcome comments about our bodies. They're saying things like, oh, should you really be eating that? Should you be eating so much of that? Maybe you should wear something different that doesn't really flatter your body, or you should really put your health first and spend more time at the gym, or hey, the reason that your joints hurt and you're in pain today is because you're overweight and you need to lose a few lbs. So I get that people like probably mean well when they say this stuff, but the reality is that if somebody's making these unwelcome remarks that really ultimately are body shaming, you have a right to be treated better. And you're allowed to say, "Hi, Elizabeth, welcome. Thanks for tuning in." You have a right to be treated better, and you have the ability to tell somebody, like, that's my body, my choice, and it's none of your business, and I don't want your opinion on that. Now, I want to be clear that, like, not any conversation about health that you enter into with a loved one is necessarily going to be body shaming. If your girlfriend's like, hey, I would love for you to come to this yoga class with me, like, it's a really great instructor, I love the studio, that's not body shaming. That's just somebody like wanting you to take an interest in something they take an interest in. So there's a difference between that and a remark that might leave you feeling like a little stung, a little burned, like a boundary's been crossed. Elizabeth is saying, I've had a doctor look at me and say, you've heard of BMI, right? I think you know where you should be. This is one of my favorite things. Like, a selection process for me when I'm finding a physician is if the first thing that they bring up to me is something about BMI or weight, I'm like, we're not going to be a good fit. You're not the right person to advise me on my health, because that's one dimension of information about your body. And I think a really qualified doctor of internal medicine, not just a general practitioner who has done blood work and looked at your different cholesterol levels, has looked at your blood pressure and like multiple factors about your body, has asked you questions like, are you working out? What's your diet like? How much do you drink? Those things have a huge bearing, if not more of a bearing on our health than weight. So this is a tangent, but an important thing to remember is that most of the information available in our society today about what constitutes healthy metrics for our body, yes, Elizabeth, your blood work probably is amazing because you're fit as fuck, so there. So the data that we have available about dieting is largely like through different purveyors of diet products. And I'm not trying to be like a conspiracy theorist. I'm just saying that, don't take advice about what your ideal body weight or blood levels or any other like information about your health should be from somebody who's trying to sell you a diet product. And that's true for like most things in life. Like, don't get analysis on your car from a used car salesman. So that's just basic. But back to the subject, which is body shaming. Hey girl, love you too, Bronwyn. Thanks for being here. If you are finding that people in like your close circle especially are making comments to you that are unwelcome, unsolicited advice, and maybe crossing boundaries that you are not comfortable with, like, you don't really want to hear what they have to say about how you spend your time or what you're eating, what you're wearing, their unqualified opinions about why you have joint pain and feel the way you feel, things like that. If you don't want to hear that from them, it's a really simple line. Are you ready for it? All it is it's my body, it's my health, these are my choices, and they're not any of your business. And you don't have to say it in like a super snarky or rude way. It's not about like hurting them back and shutting them down just because what they're saying is hurtful to you. The point is to establish a boundary. And the same thing would happen like if you were talking to your friend about how she parents her kids, or if you were making like really rude, snarky, sarcastic remarks about somebody's home decor choices, or if you're shopping with a friend and she spends more than you think she should and you said something to her, like, those people would look at you and say like, it's not really appropriate. I don't want to hear from you about that. And so it's not about hurting somebody's feelings or like winning the fight or being right. It's just about expressing your truth, which is like, this is where I am with my body today. I'm choosing to love this body, and I've got my own thing going on how I want to take care of myself. So thanks but no thanks for your input. So I hope this helps you guys. Again, if you are experiencing this with people close to you, like, share it here. This is the place to let it out. So jump into the comments and let us know what you're going through or what you're dealing with. If you have other thoughts about this or questions, totally put that in as well. We'll be back next week with a new topic, same time, same channel. See you guys later.